This is Robert Mardlacci, the Mindshare Learning Report, Canada's Learning and Technology e-magazine. Happy Friday and welcome to This Week in Canadian EdTech ICTC Work Integrated Learning Series with a focus on Quebec e-learning courses and supporting local businesses. Joining me today is Vivian Lee, who is the team lead of the Work Integrated Learning Program at the Information and Communication Technology Council based in Ottawa. She's in Toronto. I'm in Mississauga. Vivian, thank you for joining me today.
Oh, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Well, what a fascinating time it is to be immersed in work and learning. I was just at the Education Research and Development Institute in the U.S. and a lot of talk about skills and co-op opportunities and internship. And you're at the forefront of it with the WIL Integrated Learning Program, which we benefited from and continue to have students and graduates. And it's really been, mutually beneficial partnership, if you will.
Well, I'm glad to hear that.
What inspired this initiative?
What inspired the WIL Digital Program?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm having some technical difficulties. I'm just going to close.
Here. No problem.
The WIL Digital Program existed long before I joined ICTC, but is funded through the federal government. We've had the opportunity to run this program, since at least 2020, to my understanding.
Right.
And we're really excited to see that the Government of Canada will be offering this program to more individuals, more organizations in this upcoming fiscal year, starting next month.
And thank you for that. And I was part of the K-12 task force on skills at ICTC a couple of years ago or so now. And it really is a goal of addressing a problem with which is a national and global issue around the skills gap, perhaps.
Yeah, well, the skills pipeline in the tech sector, we've known for at least 10 years now. Research has shown us there is a major skills gap in the Canadian digital economy specifically. We see a lot of brain drain from Canada for our top talent. And so our responsibility at nonprofits like ICTC is to cultivate and foster that pipeline all the way from K to 12 through to adult employment opportunities.
Well, you've addressed these two curveballs they've thrown at you very nicely because, for the benefit of those who are just joining us, who aren't familiar with it, I thought it'd be good to give some context. And we've been the beneficiaries of this. We're focused on work and learning in our Co-working Innovation Center. And I can say that any employee should definitely consider applying. And maybe you can talk about what the WIL Digital Subsidy is all about to inspire some of the folks out there watching.
Of course. So I do have the WIL Digital website available to review for any of your listeners who are interested in exploring the opportunity. So this is just WIL-AIT.digital. This website allows you to explore the options available to you. So the biggest selling point, I would say, for employers is the subsidy element, of course. So you can heavily subsidize students to work within your organization. And then while the students are in those work placements, they're given access to training and resources through our e-learning curriculum program. So we offer 12 different streams of learning. Both our course offerings are available in both official languages, and we have customized Canadian-centric content and Franco-centric content as well.
What I found really unique about this experience was that it became like a partnership with the student and a mentorship process where you're investing in us, we're investing in them, and it really built a great rapport and foundation for the future. So we hired our student who went through the WIL program. They felt like more than just a job. It was, a commitment to the culture of what we do as a company. and you cultivated that. So thank you for that.
The team, it's not mine. I can't take credit for this incredible program. The team has done immense work to create opportunities for students and employers. And we serve all across Canada now, with an effort to prioritize regions like Quebec in order to give
Talk
them
to
an
me a little bit
opportunity.
about that. So you do focus. You have the French side covered off too, because we are a bilingual country, and you offer a number of courses and supports there.
Yes, and I'm not going to torture you with my French today, but we do offer all of our courses to a bilingual audience. Not only are the WIL placements for a subsidy available to businesses and employers in Quebec, but we also have a francophone-centric curriculum, which I know is a really important element for the cultural
Absolutely.
element. Yeah. So from a francophone cultural perspective, having that language equity in a classroom is really important. And so we want to honor that for our Quebec audiences. So all of our courses are available in francophone, of course in French, but also with francophone subject matter experts. So it's not just a quick slap of a subtitle on top of an existing video,
Right.
for example. We are prioritizing
Fully bilingual.
specialists from
Talk to me about some of the courses that you offer.
Sure. So a popular choice that we have is service design. So that's teaching students how to create prototypes that are human-centric in their execution. So for example, our course allows students to learn about the process of creating a service design prototype, but then also a case study at the end where they can practice what they've just learned. So the case study for service design is to create a prototype to fix the healthcare system, which sounds a bit daunting, but for Quebec audiences, it's about the Quebec healthcare system. So looking at the communication channels, how we can streamline that for people and not for institutions.
So how can Quebec-based employers learn more about this program?
Well, they can go to our website here. It's also available in French. Promised I wouldn't torture you with my French, so I'm going to keep my promise. But this is, of course, available in with Francophone resources, and we have a really fabulous team of Francophones in-house that are available to answer questions at all steps of the process, from finance to implementation. And this is a way for small to mid-sized businesses especially really cultivate employment opportunities for local students, as well as take some of the pressure off of their financial limitations for human capital costs, as well as creating a community network for their organization.
Fantastic. So our student has come on board to be a digital media associate. So really well versed in digital skills, and that's a unique kind of role. Talk to me about some of the titles that some of your students have garnered, and some of the skills and jobs that are emerging as a result of this program.
Well, ICTC is really fortunate to have a unique collection of research and policy, as well as product development and implementation. So we are able to apply research to our process, which is really important when we're cultivating skills and figuring out what's needed in the next generation. So this list here is the original 5. So these are the critical elements of the digital economy that we prioritize. And then that list grew to 12 more.
So if you can read those, because my font size is not legible to me. That's because I'm a baby boomer. I'm a baby boomer. I'm not a millennial.
No problem. So our most popular courses, I would say, is artificial intelligence or intelligence artificielle. And that is a course that allows students to explore artificial intelligence without having to learn a coding language or anything like that. And the subject matter expert for that case study is Francophone herself. So it's a Quebec-centric perspective.
And of course, cybersecurity is high on the priority list these days, no doubt.
No doubt. We are seeing businesses, especially in the last 3 years, really wake up to the reality of cybersecurity and how important it is.
How about fintech?
Well, with the implementation of cryptocurrency these days, you can imagine it's very hot in the news. With respect to decentralized financing systems, Bitcoin, digital currencies in general. The Bank of Canada is now looking at implementing a centralized digital currency for the federal government and the Canadian economy. So this is a very relevant topic.
So are you telling me that they're going to embrace this new currency?
I think it's
they don't have an option.
Right. It's the Darwinian concept of evolve or don't.
Yes. I like that approach. That's very apropos today. And so what's in store for the future of the WIL program? Because I know it had a defined deadline. Hopefully, fingers crossed that it continues, because you're doing such a great job at ICTC as a team to make these students across the country, upskill, allow them to upskill in the tech world.
Yes. So as you know, the federal government has their fiscal year starting April 1st. So we're right now in the process of winding up our current fiscal year and prepping for April. We are very excited to see the WIL program continue for the next fiscal year. And
Fantastic.
We are excited to expand our course offerings for students. So the dates are just on the right-hand side there. So students can apply now. The window's opened on the 1st of March. And they can select up to 2 courses. Of course, we are one of the only organizations that offer this stuff for free. So it is absolutely free for employers and students.
Amazing.
And that runs through the summer semester. And then, of course, we have a fall semester offering as well.
Vivian, this has been amazing insight and great news that the program's continuing. Any final thoughts to share as we get set to wrap up? And I'm curious as to what gives you hope for these students in the future. I get the good fortune of connecting with a lot of them, and just the passion and innovative spirit that they have and problem solving skills. It's just really exciting to see how they are embracing, the opportunity to learn and grow.
Absolutely. I would love to hear from some of the students in WIL placements, with employers like yourself. I think hearing that authentic feedback directly from the mouths of the participants would be a really valuable addition to your series and to our research.
Yeah, we can bring on guests. I'm happy to bring on guests from across the country. Great idea.
Yeah, because we can talk about it all we want, but at the end of the day, it's the students' voices that matters.
100%. I totally agree with you. With that, I want to thank you for your time this afternoon, Vivian.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful weekend.
You too.
That was Vivian Lee, team lead at the WIL Digital eLearning program at ICTC. My name is Robert Merglanche of the Mindshare Learning Report. Be sure to check out www.mindshare learning to get your latest issue. And until next time, stay healthy, stay safe, and keep the learning curve steep.